Hello, once again. I'm the Pineapple. And we're still in Death Alley, and we're... Restart the intro. Hello, I'm the Pineapple. Last time we entered Death City, and found out that Morgan is actually crazy, because her cat doesn't talk. And Maddie is obviously not very happy about this, so let's see what happens.
That she was saving the good cryptids for the second time we hang out?
We can ask her about the spirit or the lights, that kind of thing.
Again, I feel like you're not helping Tara.
We get some spooky shots of the woods and we're golden.
Oh, so we're faking it till we making it, right?
We are pros at making that kind of content interesting.
I still feel like this isn't the right thing to say. Maddie's got some choice words I'm sure she's gonna give you in about now.
Usually we have at least something to work with. She made it up.
Yeah.
There is no dark side to this sleepy, boring mountain town. It's just a boring mountain town, and she pretty much straight up admitted to that.
Well, the villagers are very suspicious, too. I mean, also the mayor. Like, you can kind of look at her and tell that she's kind of, like, possessed, right?
I don't get how you aren't as upset about this as I am.
Well, you may have a couple preconceived notions, Maddie, but I don't think Tara has the capabilities to have those kind of preconceived notions. What am I talking about, Mr. Psychoanalyst here?
We just spent thousands of dollars to fly across the whole world for a month. And the person who invited us out here is either a liar or a lunatic.
It's only been a day, Mads. We've only seen a fraction of what there is to see around here. Just give it some time, all right?
You are mighty optimistic, Tara. Holy.
It's been a day, and look where that got us already. Literally every single person we talked to told us to stay away from Morgan, and then we saw it for ourselves.
Well, don't you think there might be more to that then, Maddie?
How are you not pissed off about this?
Tara shrugs.
Don't you think you're being a bit harsh on Morgan? She's been super cool with us. Like, okay, yeah, the cat thing was weird, but it's not like she tried to hurt us or anything.
That you know of. I start to shake my head, forcing myself to cool off. I keep getting too worked up over this. I can't tell if Tara's being intentionally stubborn or what, but technically she's the one who bankrolled this whole trip, and I'm still getting paid for my time here. So if she's not upset about wasting all of that, then fine. I'll meet her at the train station in a month and she can do what she wants. I don't need to get so bent out of shape.
Okay, you're right. Maybe she's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to the cabin. Are you coming with me?
How do you suppose you're getting there, Maddie?
Wait, already?
Yeah, I've got enough to get started. Plus, I need to unpack.
Oh, okay. You gonna ask Morgan to hitch up the carriage?
Nah, she's gonna walk.
No, it's fine. I'll walk.
Terrible idea, bro.
You sure?
Yeah, I seriously don't think I could get lost in this place anymore.
The woods are a different story, Maddie. What are you talking about, pal? She seems uncertain, probably because of my sudden mood swing.
Okay, I'll probably do another lap around the village. Maybe get Morgan's input on some stuff.
Okay, see you later then.
See ya.
I turn and walk away, so I don't have to see her staring like a lost puppy. She'll get over it. As I head through town and back towards the path that will lead me to the cabin, I walk fast and look down for most of the way. Nobody tries to stop me or talk to me. If anyone's staring, then I don't catch it. The trip back to the cabin is easy, even though it takes me half an hour on foot. If nothing else, I should be in pretty good shape from all the walking around by the end of this trip. That's true, walking's pretty good. I spend the whole walk fantasizing about my home, my comfy bed, my film collection, our cat BT. Well, technically, he's Tara's cat, but I take care of him most of the time. Speaking of cats, I wonder how Tara will explain to Morgan why she's on her own. Well, that's our problem, not mine. Alone, the cabin is oppressively silent. I turn on the heater, partially just for the white noise. Soon, its rumbling fills the air. I grab an apple from a small bowl of provided food, then head into my room, setting up my laptop in bed next to me. I usually try to watch a film a day, but that's different when I'm traveling. Now is the perfect time to catch up, though. I open my library and start scrolling through, looking for something I haven't seen before. Ideally a comedy, or at least something with a happy ending. Yes, you don't have to think about your inevitable doom, Maddie. Because, there's no story ever where they go out into the woods and people don't get killed. I've just gotten through the L's when there's a knock at the front door. I nearly dropped my apple. Who could be knocking? Tara and Morgan both have their own keys. The knocking comes just a second later. Whoever's out there is super impatient. My heart thumps in my chest. What if we're being cased for a robbery or something? I hide my laptop under the blankets as I hurry into the living room. There's a third knock right as I reach the door, and I peek outside to see a shock of orange hair. It isn't Morgan, but instead her mother. Oh god, she cursed me. I open the door right as she prepares for her fourth knock. Just how fast does she think I can walk?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Madison, wasn't it?
I hate you.
That's right.
I'm coming in.
Wow, that's, okay, Belle. She pushes past me, not even giving me time to fully realize it wasn't a question. Well, I guess she does technically own the place. Inside, Evelyn surveys the area slowly and impassively, as if judging our taste in luggage and belongings.
How can I help you?
I wanted to make good on our promise from last night to talk. Please, have a seat.
I see that fang there, Evelyn, if that is your real name. She moves some of the stuff on the couch, gesturing for me to sit. I obey, too taken aback to do anything else.
How has your first day in Eisenfeld been? I trust you found everyone very accommodating and everything to your liking?
Hey, Maddie, time to lie through your teeth.
It was fine. Everyone's been very kind to us.
I wonder if she'd be surprised at how the villagers treated us. It seems better to just pretend everything went well, for the sake of not offending our host.
Good, good. Where's the other one?
That's a good
The
question.
other... what?
Human.
The other one with you, Tara.
Oh, she's still at Morgan's shop, I think.
Evelyn raises an eyebrow, though her eyes betray no curiosity. It looks purely like a symbolic motion.
Is she now? I assume then that you found something not to your liking there.
Her gaze is piercing, and I absent-mindedly tug at my scarf. I can't get a read on her, neither her intentions nor her feelings.
It was fine. I just wanted to come back early so I could take a nap and get started editing the footage we took.
I hope my lie is convincing. I don't want to tell her that I think her daughter's crazy. She doesn't seem to question it.
I see. Did she show you that awful cat?
Je l'adore.
Yes, so she did. I hate that creature. Oh, always underfoot, getting in the way.
Wow. Holy hating. I just sit quietly, not sure how to respond.
Anyway, Madison,
Don't, you're gonna kill me.
please tell me about yourself. I didn't have much forewarning about your arrival, so I'm rather in the dark.
Oh, God, I hate it. Her tone is suddenly friendly, but not warm. She smiles, but it doesn't seem to fit her mouth. Her lips stretch a bit too wide. Yeah, and she has fangs! I'm probably just imagining— No, you're not imagining anything, Maddie! As concisely as I can, I tell her about Terra Norma and the kinds of things we investigate. Throughout it all, she hasn't expressed any opinion one way or another. Just nods occasionally.
And what brought you to Eisenfeld?
I hesitate. How much has Morgan told her? Anything?
Morgan told us that there are a lot of ghost stories and legends around here. Lights in the forest at night and whatnot. Tara really liked the sound of a vacation out here.
Evelyn sighs deeply. It's jarringly melodramatic after her total apathy during my explanation.
That daughter of mine. Always lying and making up ridiculous tales. It's been the same her entire life. Hysterically dragging people into her fantasies. That's something I've never been able to knock out of her.
She shakes her head sadly, standing up from the chair she'd been occupying.
I'm sorry to say that, well, you're simply the most recent victims of her lies. It's a pity, but you won't be finding anything like that out here. Besides, it's dangerous to go into the forest, especially at night. And we wouldn't want anything to happen to you after all. After all, that's why we have the rules that we do, for the safety of everyone.
I hate you, Evelyn.
I hope you'll enjoy the rest of your time here in Eisenfeld, though, as disappointing as it might be.
It's nearly the exact same thing that the people we interviewed in the village itself said. It's almost like they rehearsed the answer in advance. She's possessing everyone! I'm telling you this now! With long, deliberate strides, Evelyn crosses the living room to the front door.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
Well, that's ominous, pal. She doesn't wait for me to respond. She just leaves, the door slamming shut behind her. I sit in silence for a while, unsure of what to make of it all. So, Morgan's own mom thinks she's as ridiculous as I had suspected the whole time. That's pretty damning. Though I doubt it will change Tara's mind about anything. I'll have to let her know when she comes home. I stand up and head for my bedroom, passing by the chair that Evelyn had sit in. As I go up, for a moment, I swear I felt a breeze, frigid and cold. She's evil. She's evil. She's evil. She's evil? Did I tell you she's evil? But the moment that thought crosses my mind, the sensation is gone, like it was never there. Shivering, I return to my warm bed and laptop, and to a long overdue break. Hours later, I hear the sound of the front door opening and closing. I peek my head out of my bedroom, worried that it might be the mayor letting herself in again. It's just Tara, though, alone. It's been a few hours since we parted way, and I'm not as annoyed with her anymore. So, even though I'm kind of tempted to just put in my headphones and ignore her, I get up and head into the living room. She stands at the sink, flipping through a notebook. I knock on the edge of my doorframe as I enter, so that she can hear me coming.
Hey.
Hey.
Rather than looking at me, she keeps reading her notebook. Well, pretending to. There's no way she could actually be reading as fast as she's turning the pages. I decide not to call her on it. No point in starting another fight.
How'd it go?
About the same.
Is that good or bad?
She doesn't respond. She must be really upset about this morning. It's not like she's being unreasonable. Now that I've had some time to rest and recuperate, I feel kind of bad about being so harsh towards her and Morgan.
Morgan's mom came by earlier.
That gets her attention. She shuts the book and turns around. Gotcha.
Really? What for?
To kill me. No.
Just wanted to introduce herself. I told her a bit about who we are and what the show's about.
What did she think?
I don't know. She didn't really say much. She was really weird.
See, if Tara was there, she'd be like, oh my god! Wow!
Like in a different way than Morgan. She seemed really intense, I guess.
What I mostly remember is how she was glaring the whole time. It never seemed like she was It never seemed like she was anything other than angry about something. Smugly, Tara holds up the notebook she was just perusing.
I know you're gonna call BS, but Morgan was telling me a lot of stuff about her mom. Like, some seriously crazy stuff. You wanna read it?
Yeah, I do. She offers me the notebook. It hangs limply, a giant frown in the air. She's used that thing for so long that it's lost all its rigidness. I shake my head.
I'll take your word for it.
I've heard enough crazy stuff from Morgan for one day. I don't need to hear theories on how her mom is actually the spawn of Satan or something. You know, she might actually be, her leaving a cold trail around everywhere she walks.
Figured. Make any progress with the new vid?
Not really. We're gonna need more footage before there's enough to really get started.
That mean you're coming with us from now on, or what?
Oh, you look really worried about that, Tara.
Yeah, I will. Sorry for being bitchy earlier.
Again.
Don't sweat it.
She strikes a pose.
Just make sure to bring your A game.
I'll bring my M game, as I'm Maddie. I roll my eyes, but I'm smiling. Even though we bicker a lot, I'm truly grateful that it's always easily patched up.
Yeah.
I can't promise that I'll buy into a word of what Morgan says, but the least I can do is try to be polite about it. The tension resolved. Tara yawns and flaps her notebook at me again.
All right, well, I'm gonna hit the hay soon. What about you?
I, too, will probably be hitting the hay.
I'll probably watch a film first. I'm not that tired yet.
How many times can you watch 2001 without getting sick of it?
Like 900.
I don't know, but I intend to find out.
Tara and I each head back to our bedrooms. As I go, I feel a bit better about everything. Just because I'm quitting the show doesn't mean I want to lose Tara as my best friend. We've been friends for over a decade, so of course we've had our disagreements and arguments. I think the longest we've ever gone without talking was a month. Holy shit. Dude, the longest I went without talking to Rio was like 3 days, and that's because I was at a dance competition the whole time. Still, over the last few days, it's felt like we've been coming dangerously close to saying something that goes too far, either one of us. And thinking back on today, I can't really pretend that I'm not the one who was mostly at fault. Even though I'm aware I'm losing my cool, sometimes it feels like it's hard to stop. That's some real shit, bro. Tara totally has it coming, though, at least some of the time. From now on, I will be better. I won't let myself be as obnoxious as I was today, for everyone's sake. I climb into my bed and set up my laptop, getting comfy, and then Morgan knocks on the window again. Hey! So, here's this rock I was going to throw at you. In the dark with my headphones in, it doesn't take me too long to immerse myself in the familiar feeling of a film that I love. That's what I appreciate about movies. No matter the circumstances, they can help you escape. Hey, it's like visual novels. My eyes are getting heavy and I pull the blankets up to my chin. The computer is balanced in just the right spot not to fall off the bed. Ooh, you are a bold person. All things considered, it's a cozier setup than I could have hoped for a cabin out here. Sure, the Wi-Fi's bad, but it gives me an excuse to catch up on my backlog. Everything's perfect to fall asleep. Me. My bad. Again, knocking outside the window. Hey, Morgan. The sound of something knocking on my window makes me leap up. It's past midnight. There shouldn't be anyone here. Maybe it's a bird. Or a squirrel. From where I'm lying, I'm not able to see. Should I yell for Tara? No, not until I know what it is. If it's just some wildlife, as is probably the case, she'd never let me live it down. Still, my heart pounds as I slam my laptop shut, killing the only source of light. Without it, the room is pitch black, dark enough that I can't see what's at the window, but hopefully it can't see me either. If this just turns out to be a lost rodent or something, I'm gonna feel real stupid. I stalk over to the window, prepared to cut and run if I need to. Slowly, I raise myself up to eye level.
Hey.
Of course. Morgan is pressed against the window pane. Hey! I've got to pop my full face against the window. You see how I'm smudging it with my cheek? Looking into my room with one hand resting against it. Literally, hey!
You have a minute?
I'd have no minutes. God damn it. The tension drains out of me, immediately replaced with exhaustion. I should have known.
You couldn't knock?
I did.
Yeah, on the window, jackass. I rub my temples and sigh. She's technically correct. The worst kind of correct.
Okay, I guess I have a minute. But if you're going to come in and talk, please use the door.
Of course. I'm not going to climb through the window.
Oh my god. You're not real, Morgan. Color me shocked. I head into the living room and hesitate in front of Tara's door. Should I knock? Knowing her, she's probably already asleep. I've been jealous of her ability to pass out instantly. I decide to leave it up to Morgan. There must be a reason she knocked on my window and not Tara's. I unlock the front door and let Morgan in. She's waiting with a thermos of coffee in her hand, like usual.
Sorry to bother you. I know it's late.
Yeah, midnight.
It's fine. I was still awake.
Hardly. Not for much longer, ideally, but I keep that to myself.
Were you working on the video?
Nope.
Nah, just watching a film before bed. Can't do much until we have more footage. And even then, I left most of my setup back in the US.
Wait, where are we right now? Are we in Canada? Are we in Canada? We sit down on the couches, just like her mother and I did. For all her faults, at least Morgan isn't as terrifying as her mom is.
Does Tara help with the video work at all?
She's probably utterly useless.
Not really. I've tried to teach her stuff once or twice, but she's not interested in learning.
Yeah, man.
That sounds like her.
Yeah.
How do you have a read? I'm a little off-put by Morgan feeling like she already knows Tara and what she's like. I guess that's the result of watching someone online for so long. Parasociality. You start to think you know what they're like, even though you only ever see one side of them. We get it a lot, so I'm kind of used to it. Sometimes it can become a bigger problem, though. People think that they're entitled to us acting a certain way because they've seen it online. Fortunately, Morgan hasn't been that way at all. Yet. I do wish that she would get to the point of why she's here, though, but instead she gets up and heads to the kitchen area, retrieving a coffee mug from the cabinet without ever turning on the lights. I twist around to watch as she pours some of the coffee from her thermos into the mug, then loads that into the microwave. Must not be a very effective thermos. Or it's like -40 outside. At least she's polite enough to make sure the microwave doesn't slam. She leans against the counter, barely visible to me.
Tara told me that you're leaving the show after this trip is over.
Yep, of course she did. I must have made a face because Morgan clears her throat loudly.
Sorry, was it supposed to be a secret?
Yes.
Nah, it's fine.
Guess it's not a secret. Oh,
But
well.
yeah, that's the idea. I'll go back and finish school.
Why? Why would you want to? No!
I see. That's a shame. I know you hate when it happens, but I've always enjoyed the moments where you're on camera.
Thanks. I'm just camera shy. Ironic, I know. She's yanked me on screen enough times that I'm a bit used to it by now, though.
Morgan hits the stop button on the microwave a second before it dings. She retrieves her coffee and returns to the couch.
But I guess that's why things seemed a bit tense between the two of you, right?
Perceptive. Before I can answer that, she shakes her head.
Actually, sorry. That's none of my business.
You're fine. It's that obvious, huh?
A bit. You seem tense whenever I see you. That's actually the main reason I came by. I promise it wasn't just to be nosy.
Yeah, it wasn't just to be nosy, as in you were wanting to be at least a little bit nosy. I was starting to wonder.
I came by to say that I'm sorry. I know that you're also uncomfortable around me.
I'm a bit more uncomfortable around your mom, but you know. She says it as nonchalantly as if she was telling me about the weather. I bite my lip. I mean, she's not wrong, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to just say that.
It's okay. You don't have to spare my feelings. I guarantee I've been called worse than whatever it is you're thinking.
Dumbass. Idiot. Stupid.
It's just that I'd sleep better tonight if I cleared the air between us first.
As in cleared the air, you mean air me out, right? And just I get shot right now. She takes a long sip of coffee that should be hot enough to scald her mouth. I can't fathom how she could sleep at all, or if she even needs to anymore.
I mean, it's nothing like that. Nothing personal, really. I'm just a cynic, I guess. If it makes you feel any better, I'm the same way for pretty much every episode. You just get the behind-the-scenes experience this time.
Morgan shrugs.
I can't blame you for thinking I'm crazy or full of shit. But I can promise you that I'm not stupid.
Actually, I wouldn't know. Takes me a beat to realize that it was a joke.
It's fine. I'm always the skeptical one out of the two of us, after all.
Anyways, you're skeptical, Maddie? I couldn't tell.
There's just a lot going on, like you heard. So I'm sort of a mess all around right now. It's not your fault.
I half laugh.
At least not entirely.
Oh, got her ass. She smiles thinly, seeming to appreciate my bluntness.
To be perfectly honest, you weren't really what we were expecting either.
What were you expecting, Maddie? Oh, wait. Right, they were expecting a fangirl kind of person, right? She sets the coffee down, looking interested.
Really?
Yeah, we were prepared for someone super fangirly and, like, all over Tara. Like, annoyingly so.
Not me.
Gesture up and down, yeah?
Right. Even in your email, you seemed a bit more...
I don't know how to say this I don't know how to not say this rudely. Interesting, engaging, not monotone.
More energetic?
Phew, she saves me again.
Yeah, pretty much.
The emails that we had exchanged back home had a lot of smiley faces, exclamation points, and other cheery touches. In person, however, seeing Morgan smile at all is a rarity on its own.
That makes sense. I wasn't trying to trick the two of you or anything. It's just easier to be open like that online, I guess.
I understand.
Man, how do you even get enough Wi-Fi out here to A, load a YouTube video, and B, send an email? That much, at least, I can really empathize with.
I know that you don't know me, and that so far, I haven't given you any real reason to trust me or believe me.
And the fact that you kind of live out in, like, Reaper Town.
But I hope that you'll at least give it a chance. Paranormal is really important to me. I've been a fan for years. But I'm not the type of person who would invite you to the middle of nowhere just to meet Tara. I invited you out here for a reason. And I'm confident in that reason. But I understand that you'll need more proof than that.
Yes! I'll wait to see if she has more to say, but that seems to be it.
Thank you for telling me all this, though. I really do appreciate it. And I'm sorry for being so dismissive. It'd be nice to be wrong for once. So, I hope that we do find all that stuff you talked about. I really do.
Tomorrow night, I was going to show Tara around the woods a bit. Would you like to come along?
Tear is the worst idea. Terrible idea. Why you go out in the woods in the middle of the night? Yeah, that's how people die.
Yeah, I'll be there.
No, don't agree to that. I don't especially like the idea of wandering the forest at night. No! But I can't exactly say no after I just promised to be more agreeable. Catch-22, I see. She nods and takes a careful swig of her coffee. Then she stands.
Cool. Anyway, that's all I had to say. I'll get out of your hair now so you can get some rest.
She heads for the door and throws it open without waiting for a response. The temperature plummets right away and she turns right back. Close the door! It's cold in here!
Thank you for listening. I appreciate it too. But just so you know, I'll prove you wrong.
That's not... Yep, let me shut up. She closes the door and disappears into the night. I didn't hear that SFX there, pal. Hey, Edit Appley, play the SFX.
Door closing sound effect.
Are we in the woods? We head to the appointed meeting spot, right at the turn of the hour. Even during the day, this forest felt hostile and foreign. But now, at night, it's downright scary. Each rattle of a branch is a demon's footsteps. Every gust of wind is a monster's breath. I stand close to Tara, treading on the backs of her feet several times.
I think this is supposed to be the place.
I look around the area. It's indistinguishable from the rest of the woods. My only comfort is the tiny pinpricks of light that represent our cabin back at Forest's edge. The feeling of dread creeps its way into my spine. What if this is a trap? Or a setup? Maybe Morgan's just lured us out here into the middle of nowhere and is waiting out of sight with a knife in hand or something. That's what I've been saying! And an Appley, play it every single time that I said that she had a knife. Considering we traveled thousands of kilometers to get here, if this is a trick, we fell for it hard.
Maybe we're early.
I know that we're not. Tara sweeps the flashlight around, illuminating a few identical trees before the light beam peters off into the oblivion.
Maybe we should just go back.
The light passes over Morgan, suddenly a meter away from us. With a knife? Tara jolts backwards, crashing into me. The flashlight plummets to the ground, bouncing once before stopping. I keep my balance, barely, and catch Tara's arm to stop her from falling.
Are you okay?
Short term? Yeah, but I think I just lost 10 years. What about you, Mads?
Morgan, stop trying to kill me.
I'm fine.
Nuh-uh.
What on earth were you doing?
Me? I was waiting for you.
Like a serial killer?
Where? Didn't you hear us?
Just over there. Sorry, I had headphones in and missed you.
You were just standing in the dark? In a forest? Wearing headphones?
Yeah, it doesn't exactly paint the best picture.
Yes? Why?
At a loss for words, I can only shrug. Does hanging out alone in the dark, in the middle of nowhere, not register as weird for Morgan? Oh, no, it wouldn't. She's been here her whole life, surrounded by nothing, by, like, the dark, the middle of nowhere forest, and Death Town, or whatever.
You just spooked us is all, no worries.
I'm pretty sure there might be worries. She stoops down and retrieves the flashlight from the snow, drying it on her sleeve. She brushes off the snow the same way she brushes off Morgan's actions.
Anyway, it's all good. What now?
Morgan turns and faces the trees, shining her flashlight across them.
I thought we could walk around a little. It might help you to get a better feel for the area.
Oh, this is where I die. Behind Morgan's back, Tara and I exchange a look of concern. Tara gives me the slightest of shrugs. I'm still reluctant, but I nod. If Morgan were planning to kill us, it's not like it'll make a difference whether she does it here or in the forest, and I'm pretty sure she's not a murderer anyways.
Sure, lead on.
Morgan sets off without another word, and we follow a couple paces back.
Are we going somewhere in particular?
Not really. I doubt you want to go too far this late at night, right?
Fair enough.
Right.
That's fine. We'll stick to the edge then.
As we walk, Morgan keeps her flashlight pointed straight ahead in the direction that we're going. Tara, on the other hand, swings hers around, looking up at the trees and out into the abyss. She and I are the only ones who brought flashlights with us. The spare is just sitting in one of our suitcases back in the cabin. I regret leaving it behind, just on the off chance that we somehow get separated.
So, did you learn anything useful today?
Not really. We went around town some, but
But most people didn't really want to talk.
Yep.
yeah.
How'd you know?
Because most people probably don't want to talk to her, Maddie. Let's use some critical thinking.
That's how it is around here. People are mistrustful.
Except for that one group of girls apparently somehow made all friends with each other.
I was kinda surprised by that. Figured with how out of the way it is here that we might have been, I don't know.
Treated like celebrities?
Hardly.
Hey now, don't project. But something like that.
It's more like they isolate themselves by choice. We have internet and TV. It's just that lots of people choose not to use them.
It's because they're all possessed.
I'm guessing they probably had some not so nice things to say about me too, right?
Yup. Neither Tara nor I respond. Our silence lasts a beat too long.
It's okay. I'm used to it. You don't have to pretend or anything.
Light shines on our faces and Morgan turns around, half smiling.
Hey, you two don't need another assistant back where you live or anything, right?
Ah, now I see what the true endgame was. My mouth flaps like a fish while I try to think of a diplomatic response. But then Morgan laughs and faces forwards again.
Just kidding.
We trek on in an inward silence. I'm not even sure what we're supposed to be doing or looking for. We just wander in the dark, trusting that Morgan knows how to get back to the cabin. It's cold and my feet are sore, and once again I'm regretting coming to Eisenfeld. I gently tug Tara's sleeve, right by her elbow. When she looks at me, I silently gesture back towards where we came from and shrug, hoping she'll get the message. Now, she mouths back. I nod. She gives a worried look over Morgan, who's now slightly farther away. Tara holds up 5 fingers. 5 more minutes. Sighing, I nod again. We hurry to catch back up with Morgan.
Something wrong?
Oh no, Maddie, had something in her shoe.
Twig.
Oh.
It's hard to tell if she buys it. I wouldn't. Mentally, I'm counting backwards from 5 minutes, already imagining the comfort of my bed and blanket back at the cabin. How am I going to survive a whole month of this? How I'm going to survive a whole month of this is an issue for future me to worry about.
I got lost out in this part of the forest once.
How are you not dead? 3 minutes and 32 seconds. 3 minutes and 1 seconds.
Don't worry, though. I know my way around now.
Yeah, they mentioned something about that.
I step on Tara's foot again, totally on purpose this time.
I thought they might.
Her tone is still completely nonchalant. At least Morgan seems impossible to offend.
It's too bad it looks like it's going to snow tonight. We probably shouldn't stay out too late.
I don't like that choice of music. Thank God.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Quit the bullshit, Maddie. You hate it out here.
I'm sorry this was so disappointing. I'd hoped that there would be more to see.
What exactly were you expecting? It's the middle of the night.
Like a bear.
Come on, Mads, it's about the atmosphere. It's way spookier out here when it's dark.
Yeah, get to recording that B-roll, buddy.
I know, that's half the problem.
We can turn back now if you'd like.
Before I can agree, Tara shakes her head.
Nah, let's give it a couple more minutes. You came out all this way for us after all.
Well, I glare at Tara, but I think she misses it. I've lost track of my countdown, too. God damn it.
Whatever.
The small, apologetic smile that I barely noticed does little to, assuage my discomfort. How the fuck are you supposed to say that? Old?
Assuage.
Assuage, huh? Alright. We traipse aimlessly through the snow for a little while longer. I stare at my feet, more than the path ahead, and simply follow in the footprints left behind by the other two. So I nearly slam into Tara, who comes to a complete halt yet again.
What now?
I saw something.
You are lying to me.
You did?
Tara, stop messing around. Let's...
No, I mean it. I saw something.
I shut up. I can tell by her tone that she's serious. She saw something, or at least she thinks she did. The three of us turn and face the way that she is. It's even deeper into the forest, barely lit by the moon.
There was a light.
Someone else walking around?
Nope, there's a curfew.
There shouldn't be anyone out at this time of night. It's dangerous to be in the woods once it gets late.
I opt not to point out the obvious hypocrisy.
It was probably moonlight or something.
I doubt it. You see how thick these trees are?
It wasn't the moon, Maddie. There's something out there.
Oh, look at that, CG. Both of them point their flashlights in the direction that Tara's looking. Aside from the more trees, there's nothing to be seen.
Tara?
Maddie,
She grins.
this is what we're here for. Come on.
I hate to agree with her, but she's right. Wah! Tara breaks into a run, leaving Morgan and I behind in surprise. We exchange a look before Morgan runs off after her. I have no choice but to go too. The regret is almost instant. Cold knives pierce through my lungs with each heavy breath. I'm not in the best shape to begin with, and the snow and boots don't make things don't make things any easier. The only consolation is that we're running into a straight line, so it won't be hard to follow our path back. Every so often, we pause to catch our breaths. The pace is catching up to Tara too, who has to fight to keep her smile on. Morgan seems unfazed by it all. I'm about 3 seconds away from demanding we give up when I see it. Way off in the distance, too far to identify the source, is a light. It sparkles and glimmers like a star that fell to the earth. I fall silent, the words stolen from my mouth. Then Tara points, stating out what we already know.
There it is!
Buoyed by her oh my god, how do you pronounce that?
Buoy.
Buoyed by her second wind, Tara runs off again. This time, Morgan and I are close behind. We follow the light, which sometimes blinks out but soon reappears. I'm too focused on not slipping and falling to give too much thought as to the source. There's no telling how long or far we've been going. Somehow the light never seems to get any closer or farther away. It's like it's running from us.
Hey, wait up!
Yes, tell the mysterious light to wait up. It's obviously gonna work. Tara yells out into the darkness. If it's whatever I can understand, If whatever it is can understand her, it ignores her. Running is quickly becoming difficult. My lungs burn from the cold and my breathing turns ragged after barely a minute. Tara pulls further and further ahead from Morgan and me, her one-track mind fixated on that light. After a bit longer, I hit my limit and my pace slows back to a walk. Then I stop. I fold my hands over my knees as I gasp for breath. Morgan crunches to a stop ahead, turning back to me.
Are you alright?
No! I try to respond, but I'm breathing too heavily to be able to talk. I just wave my hand, gesturing for Morgan to go up ahead without me, but she doesn't.
Are you sure?
Are you sure? I force myself to stand and nod.
I'm fine.
That does not read fine there, Maddie. In the murk, Tara's become a disembodied light herself. Only the flashlight's glow visible. I watch it bounce to a halt, then slowly make its way back towards us.
You guys give up too easily.
Yeah, maybe you don't.
How are you not dead? I haven't seen you run in years.
Oh!
That's 'cause you never hit the gym with me.
I don't know if she's joking or not, and I'm too worn out to care.
So, what was that thing? Do you think it was your forest spirit?
Probably. Morgan's eyes widen.
You believe me?
Tara shrugs.
I'm considering it at least.
Me too.
I mean, what else could it have been?
Fairies.
Curveball! Morgan says it very nonchalantly. I side-eye Tara, who's very interested in her boots.
The forest spirit doesn't really make a light like that. At least, not that I'm aware of.
Right, that makes sense. Doesn't it, Mads?
Sure, man.
Probably someone from the village.
You know, I don't think someone from the village could have cast a light up that high. But as I say it, I know how unlikely that is. That light seemed to be always maintaining a precise distance. It was unnatural. Oh, fuck off, me. I can't speak. The way the light seemed to always maintain a precise distance was unnatural. I could feel the seeds of doubt being sown into my heart.
But it was definitely strange.
Tara looks at me with more pride than a rainbow flag.
Hey, holy shit! That's practically canon in Maddie terms.
I rolled my eyes, but it's partially just for show. I'm curious, at the very least. I wouldn't call myself a believer as much as Tara wishes. But that's two strange things so far, which is more than I expected when I boarded the train out here.
It was strange. That's as much as I'll...
Oh, whoops, I kind of interrupted her yawn. A yawn overtakes me in the middle of speaking. It does not help the pain in my lungs.
Oh, guess it's past your bedtime, huh?
You're about this close to getting a fist in your nose, Tara. I kick some snow at her, and it bounces uselessly off her pants. With the way we've been bantering with one another, it really does feel like a bit more like old times. Make that three strange things, Make that three strange things on the trip so far.
We should begin heading back anyway. We can't go much further in before I'd be lost too.
You still know where we are?
Yeah, somehow.
Yes, of course. We'd be in trouble if not.
She has a point. I got so caught up in chasing the light that I lost track of what direction we'd come from.
I'll show you around more tomorrow. There's something you might like to see.
Yeah? What is it?
A surprise. We'll go tomorrow before it gets dark. It's a bit of a walk.
Does it have to do with whatever that light was?
I have no idea. It's possible.
Story of my life. Okay, well, we'll call it quits for tonight and pick back up tomorrow?
Sure,
Yeah,
man.
I guess.
That's fine by me.
Great!
She hops forwards, then pauses.
Guess you ought to lead the way.
Morgan smiles just as she does just that. It takes us only 15 minutes or so to reach the cabin. We must have added a lot of extra time to our trip with all the wandering we did. Morgan bids us farewell at the door, which I barely return before stumbling inside. I'm halfway out my boots by the time Tara's inside.
Guess you're not staying up late then.
No.
I'm out like a light the second I hit the bed.
7:57, man. This shit got double bedroom, man. That's my bed. Tara grins, just briefly.
Right.
My hand is on the doorknob when Tara clears her throat.
Hey, thanks for, chasing after that thing. I appreciate you playing along.
My hand lingers on the door, poised to turn.
Yeah, of course. Let's see what we find tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. Right. Good night.
Night.
I quickly step in and then shut my bedroom door before Tara can say anything else. As I switch off the lights, I crawl into bed. I remember the end of the train ride here felt just the same as now, standing there not knowing what to say. It would be so easy. I banish those thoughts from my mind and wrench my eyes shut. There'll be a time to worry about it tomorrow. I have time to think. We have a month. As I slowly drift off to sleep, the exhaustion that I feel wins out over the stress. The last thoughts I have are our dancing lights in the snow. My bad. We start to fall into a bit of a routine. Every day, Tara and I will get up and explore Eisenfeld or a bit of the surrounding area. We never go too far into the forest, but just enough to set up some dramatic camera angles or to film some monologue segments for Tara. Once Morgan's done with work, she'll join us or show us around. Sometimes she brings her cat with her. Surprise, surprise, it still hasn't said a word. She keeps promising it eventually will, though. Ever since the night we saw the light, we've hoped to encounter something equally mysterious or interesting. No such luck, though. Any sort of hope or excitement that I had, any bit of belief that I had allowed myself to build up, has been squashed down to resigned indifference. My trademark, I know. Took about a week of this before Morgan asked us to wait for her at the cabin, saying she was finally ready to show us that thing she mentioned. She still wasn't any more forthcoming with what it was, but over the week we'd known Morgan, I've gotten a little more comfortable with the idea. If she was going to leave us in a shallow grave or something, she'd have plenty of opportunities to do that already. Ugh. The heavy clouds overhead promise a darker night than the past few, and probably heavier snowfall. We won't be able to stay out very late. Even with Morgan's Even with Morgan's guidance, the possibility of being caught in a snowstorm is hard to ignore. Tara paces back and forth outside as I linger in the doorway, trying to enjoy the warmth from the cabin as long as I can. Finally, a fashionably 15 minutes late, I spot Morgan heading down a trail from the village towards us. Tara zips off to intercept her, and the two of them approach together.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Work was a little busy tonight.
What, you had customers?
No worries.
Well, that answers one of the myths of Eisenfeld I was curious about, whether or not anyone actually shops at Morgan's store. Tara bounces between the two of us, raring to get going. Morgan smiles approvingly at her.
So, you said you had something special planned for tonight, right?
She spent the whole day trying to guess what it is.
I think I've narrowed it down. It's either a crashed UFO, the Fountain of Youth, or Elvis.
Elvis?
Those are the ones you narrowed it down to?
How did you narrow it down to Elvis?
Someday, Mads, it's gonna be Elvis, and you're going to wish you'd believe
Why
me.
is it gonna be Elvis? You know what? I don't think I'd mind that much. I face Morgan, pointedly turning back to Tara.
Anyway, we're ready to go if you are.
Do you both have flashlights? We're going to be heading a bit deeper into the woods this time.
We both hold up our lights in unison. After our first venture together into the forest together, there is no way I'm ever going out there without each of us having a flashlight. Just having one makes me feel more self-reliant. It helps suppress my anxiety, just a little bit.
Great. Follow me.
We circle back around the cabin and head into the woods. Ooh, a field.
I've been waiting to show you two this since you got here. You're going to love it.
Please don't be anything untoward. Tara starts to vibrate again, clearly soaking up the suspense. As much as I hate to admit it, she's got me pretty curious too. I'm not sure what she could be keeping secret out here, and for so long.
This isn't going to be dangerous or anything, right?
Hopefully.
Probably not.
Yeah, that does not inspire confidence.
I like those odds.
Just, what? No! I don't like those odds! We set off at a fairly brisk pace. Tara makes it a point to walk right by Morgan's side, taking short and hurried strides. If she doesn't find out where we're going soon, I'm pretty sure she might actually explode.
Okay, I'm gonna keep guessing. Ancient graveyard, fairy circle, satanic ritual, Sasquatch den?
Close. It's a church.
Oh, so you were close on satanic ritual. Tara stops dead in her tracks.
Wait, a church? Was Maddie right when she said you were gonna try to get us to join a cult?
Don't you dare look so excited about that, Tara.
I never said that.
No, you very, very much did, I guarantee. I might have said that. Despite our antics, Morgan never stops or slows down.
Nothing like that, I promise. It's really old. Older than any of the buildings you've seen in Eisenfeld. The people who built it are ancestors of the residents today. I guess they were what you'd consider pagans. They worshipped a god of the forest.
Oh, so occult.
Whoa.
I expect more to the story, but that seems to be Morgan's stopping point for now. She focuses on the path instead. Swinging her lantern around in an arc, she looks for whatever it is that's telling her where to go. Every single tree around me looks identical, but I guess that one of them is a little more special than the rest. Whenever she sees which one that is, she starts to lead us on again. Hello? My glasses start fogging up a little bit more as we walk. I should have insisted that Tara lay her up a bit more. I'd be a pretty crappy friend if I let her freeze to death out here.
So, to summarize, your great-great-whatevers and the rest of the villagers built an old church out in the forest to worship a giant forest spirit, and that's what we're going to see right now?
True.
Right.
Have I mentioned that this is going to be the best episode of the show ever?
Morgan's got Tara hanging onto her every word, hook, line, and sinker. I'm glad she's having a good time, at least. No thanks to me.
You said it's older than the rest of the village. Do you know how old?
Centuries, at least. I don't know how many. I've done some research on the history of Eisenfeld, but none of the books really mention it.
How'd you learn about it then?
A lot of it comes from old journals, or other documents left behind by the people who used to live here. Parts of it are passed down as family legends, too.
Alright, so if Crystalline taught me anything, we gotta be looking for tomes, we gotta be looking for elemental spirits, and we gotta look for coins. And maybe traps. The image of Evelyn and Morgan sitting cozily by a fire while Evelyn tells stories is one that I can't actually imagine happening. I'm not gonna pry into the details of that, though.
You think we could take a look at those journals sometime? Maybe we could show them off on the show. Authentic first-hand accounts, or something like that.
For some reason, now Morgan stops, looking ponderous. I also realize that it's starting to snow, just barely, but enough to make me bite my lip and watch the sky.
I'd be happy to show you.
True.
Score! You're seriously the best. Like, thanks for doing all this.
It's nothing, really. Don't all your hosts do the same?
I bet not.
A lot of them only stick around for the first day or two. Then once they realize there's a lot of filming and setting up behind the scenes, they get bored.
For all her issues, I can't deny that Morgan's been a much more gracious and helpful host than we're used to. We walk in silence for a little bit. All the while, the snow continues to fall, getting heavier and heavier. At first I try to ignore it, but it's hard. Pause. Like always, I seem to be it'll fall to me to be the responsible one.
Hey, Morgan, are you sure it's safe to keep going? It's starting to snow pretty hard.
Both of them look up as if they hadn't noticed.
Oh, you're right.
Oh yeah, I guess she really hadn't noticed. Now it's Morgan who turns around and looks back the way we came. I can practically hear the gears turning in her head. Tara watches, looking anxious. Oh, so she only starts to worry if Morgan looks uncomfortable. Oh, I'm sorry.
It's going to get bad pretty soon.
She says it so matter-of-factly that first the severity of her words don't register. Then every single alarm bell in my head starts ringing.
What? How soon is pretty soon? And how bad?
I'd say within the next half hour. Those clouds don't look good.
That's an understatement. They seem to be moving impossibly fast. Just like that, the weather has gone to a light snow from a light snow to the start of a blizzard.
We need to turn back then. Back to the cabin.
I take a couple steps, but the fresh snow has made it harder to walk. Even the trail that we just left behind has been partially obscured.
We're closer to the church than the cabin. I think we should go there and wait it out.
Wait it out? What if it doesn't just pass by? What if we're stuck there for days?
It's better than being dead, you know.
I turn to her in disbelief.
No shit it is!
Morgan wrings in her hands, looking genuinely distressed.
I don't know what's going on. I don't think it was...
Wait, she said something about freak weather events, right? There's some entity that knows we're meddling and has now cast this freak weather event to try to get us killed, probably. Once again, she looks back in the direction we came from, lost in thought.
We're just wasting time standing here arguing, you know. Morgan said we should go to the church, and she's the expert.
I'm loath to call her an expert at this point, but Tara's right that we don't have time to spare. We're definitely in dire straits if she's the one being the voice of reason.
Fine, let's get going then.
We don't waste any more energy on talking. We just follow Morgan as closely as we can. The light from her bounces in the wind, reminiscent of the light we followed just a few short days ago. I focus on it, using it as a beacon, since it's easier to keep track of Morgan herself. I bury my face into my scarf as much as I can, feeling the wind push against me and making it harder to walk. By now, the world around us is starting to grow more blurry and blurry. It'll be a whiteout before long. My heart beats hard in my chest as anxiety starts to skyrocket. We keep walking, huddling close together as we press on. Tara keeps a... Oh my god! Tara keeps a brave face, but she's shuddering more with each step. Morgan and I push a little closer to her, hoping to shield her from the wind as much as we can. When we get back, if we get back, I'm not letting her take another step outside until she agrees to start wearing something warmer. After what feels like years, we come to a stop. My legs are suddenly leaden with the effort of marching through the snow. I'm afraid that Morgan's going to say that we're lost, but then I realize that we've arrived. Just ahead, a huge stone building stands tall. For its supposed age, it looks remarkably intact. The howling winds buffet it, but even from here, it looks indefinitely safer than being stuck out here. A pair of massive wooden Massive wooden doors loom before us.
Just give me 1 second and I'll get this open.
You're very hard to see, Morgan. She grabs a hold of the door and starts to pull. The freezing wind works against her, and for a tense moment, I'm worried that she won't be able to get them open. But then... Wow. With a creak that's even audible in this weather, they slide open to let us in.
After you.
We don't need telling twice. Tara and I hurry inside, with Morgan letting the door slam shut behind her as she follows. The first thing that strikes me is the temperature. An old stone building in the middle of a blizzard should be frigid, but it's not. In fact, it's almost warm.
Mads, we hit the jackpot!
Her shout reverberates around the massive chamber, leaving a faint echo in its wake. When Morgan said a church, I figured it would be some small wooden shack with a tackled-on steeple, but this... Tara's flashlight beam dances wildly along the walls as she spins in circles, trying to take in every last detail all at once. This is nothing short of incredible. I let the light drift as Oh my god! I let my light drift as well, but slowly enough that I can actually take time to process what I'm seeing. The whole interior is remarkably well preserved. A few broken pews and a couple pieces of collapsed stone and a layer of dust on nearly every surface are the only things that make the place seem any less than brand new. Looking closer at the building itself, I can see various flourishes or designs decorating the walls and railings. Whoever built this place, they built it with a labor of love. The centerpiece is a massive stained glass window that dominates the center of the far wall. Its brilliant colors form an intricate pattern. I make my way over to Morgan, who is currently watching Tara dart around the building with a small, satisfied smile. It dissipates as I approach. Even though I'm relieved to be out of the storm, I can't believe we ended up in this situation in the first place. Before I can say anything, though, she beats me to it. So, if we get stuck in here for days, I volunteer we eat Morgan.
I'm really sorry about this. I truly am.
Well, you can make it up to me by being our food if we get stuck here for multiple days.
If I'd thought the weather would turn so foul, I'd have never suggested we come out here. The last thing I want to do is place you and Tara in any danger. I just wanted to show the two of you something tangible. Something different.
I swallow my harsh words. Chastising her wouldn't do us any good. Plus, she's right that the weather changed way faster than I would have anticipated, or even thought possible. So I just rub my shoulders, trying to massage some warmth back into them.
Don't apologize yet. There's still plenty of time for us to die of starvation or something like that.
Unless you volunteer to be the one eaten.
I think it's more likely that we die of exposure first.
That's... okay, bro. Well, that's reassuring. Suddenly, a beam of light swipes across my face. Comes from Tara on the other side of the building.
Hey, come check out these books!
Morgan and I both start to head over.
By the way, how do you keep it so warm in here? I was looking for a heater or something, but couldn't find one.
It's magic, I think.
You know what? I'm not even gonna argue. Tara's waiting excitedly next to a stack of books. That's probably a first.
Check it out!
The wooden shelves are warped and damaged beyond repair, but have still retained their shape pretty well. The books that line them are in a similar condition. When I remove one, its one soft cover is cold and rigid, and the text is faded into illegibility. But flipping through the pages, a few of them are still readable, or at least they would be if I could understand the language.
Tell me these aren't filled with ancient incantations or something.
They probably are.
These aren't filled with ancient incantations.
Okay, Maddie, why are you gotta be the downer? She holds a book up to her face and blows a puff of air towards me, filling my face with dust. I wrinkle my nose, coughing and sputtering.
Hey, what the hell? You don't know what's floating around in here?
Yeah, this is how Plague Inc. starts.
You're literally the only person alive who could be in a haunted church and not care at all.
Well, we don't know it's haunted.
She never said it was haunted, you know?
This is true.
And I'm sorry that I'm still a bit too shaken up over, you know, almost dying in a snowstorm.
Psh, we weren't ever in any real danger, I'm sure. Isn't that right, Morgan?
Yeah, man.
Actually, I wasn't sure we were going to make it here.
Wow! Awesome! Tara's eyes widen, the reality of the situation hitting her at last. Then she grins.
That makes this an even more badass story for the vlog.
Is content all you care about? I guess, what am I saying? I'm the one recording this right now.
Mads, you'll have to go hard on the wind sound effects. Maybe we should set the camera outside, get some footage of the blizzard?
Yeah, if we get some footage of the blizzard, we might never see the camera again if it blows away. She hurries over to where I'd abandoned the camera on one of the pews and picks it up, dancing around as she frames mock shots. I open my mouth to tell her how dumb that is when a trickle of dust spirals past me. The whole church shakes with a slight tremor and more dust is displaced.
Earthquake?
That would be the icing on the cake. It would also be horrifically ironic if we survived the blizzard only to die in a freak earthquake. Something tells me that's not what this is, though. There's another tremor, slightly stronger this time. And with it, a distant boom, like someone shooting a cannon in the forest. The three of us exchange glances, silently. For once, even Tara is silent. Boom. The stained glass windows rattles. I hear Morgan suck in a breath. When I look at her, her eyes are wild and confused. Boom! The thunderous sound is getting even closer. There's another sound, a blistering crack that I recognize as a tree splintering. No winds, no matter how strong, should be able to do that. Wordlessly, Tara heads over to the front doors. Though my first instinct is to call her back, what I hope... Does that show up? Okay, good, it doesn't. Like, fucking friends logging on Steam, right? Though my first instinct is to call her back to what I hope is safety, I find myself more curious than afraid. I have to know what it is. I have to see it. Morgan lingers behind us, unsure of what to say or do. Tara reaches the door and presses her shoulder against it. She pushes the door open, just a crack, or at least she tries to. But the terrifying wind catches it and rips the door all the way open, as if presenting the scene before us. I struggle to comprehend what I'm seeing. Taller than even the trees, stands only what I can describe as a monster. Holy shit! Two enormous red eyes peer out of the black expanse of the night sky. Neither the howling wind nor the budding snow seem to affect it at all.
Oh my god.
That's not possible.
This can't be happening. This cannot be real. My legs are about to collapse under me. My heart drops like a rock in my chest, and every heartbeat sends a rush of blood through my body so strong it drowns out the cacophonous... Oh, God. Google, hey...
Cacophonous.
Cacophonous, huh? Cacophonous storm. Tara fumbles with the camera, her hands shaking violently. Cursing, trembling, she struggles to lift it up to her face, repeatedly losing her grip on it as she tries to focus on the thing in front of us. I don't know how she can even have the presence of mind to do that. My thoughts are in a blur as my mind does its best to process what I'm seeing. It's like the forest itself had come to life, like a whole mass of trees just uprooted themselves from the ground to form something that can't possibly exist. Branches twist and contort into each other. One tree splits into 10, wood rotting into decay, then growing anew again. Spin from the impossibly red center. Two immense horns pierce the sky, lightning bolts permanently imprinted against the clouds. Every thought that I can manage to form is fleeting. Every rational part tells me that this is what I'm seeing shouldn't exist, that isn't even possible. Yet here it is, undeniable. All I can do is stare. The red glowing, oh my god. The red glows brightly, burning my eyes, like it's staring right back at me. Maybe it is. The beast shuffles forward, its feet obscured by the forest below. With each movement, there's a massive echo. Trees cackle and snap beneath its immense weight like twigs, flattened to nothing and buried underneath the snowfall. Yeah, so this is when you close the door to make sure it doesn't see you. Slowly, the beast lumbers off into the night and is swallowed from sight by the darkness. Soon, even the sounds of its footsteps fade too. I'm not sure how long Tara and I remain in petrified silence. I realize that I've fallen to my knees, even though I have no recollection of it happening. I feel like I have no recollection of anything. Nothing will ever make sense again. At some point, Morgan comes to my side, helping Tara and I back indoors. My whole body is numb with either shock or the cold, perhaps both. She leads us to one of the benches that's mostly intact. I collapse down onto it, my legs unwilling to support me. I glance at Tara. All the color is gone from her face, and she's still trembling. I probably don't look much better either. For a long time, none of us know what to say. We sit and wait. And wait until long after the snow has stopped falling and morning has arrived. Chapter 2, huh? Sweet. Alright. I'm probably gonna wrap that one up there. Yeah. Honestly, it's getting pretty good. I mean, props to that friend that recommended this shit to me, because this is gas. Holy. Anyways, appreciate y'all for watching the video, and I guess I'll see y'all when I see y'all.
One hand and dribble the skin. Soft hook left hand, I can make your neck spin. 36-inch chain till TSA I don't play. Ice touching gums as my tennis bat breaks. I'll be taking all the miles while they're jogging in place. Come cry, don't be sour, I'll be squashing the grapes. Take another sip of pain, no cause or lace. Got another up my sleeve past the gold cuff links.